Hello. Yes, it's been a while, so I decided to stream this. Even though some of you on Discord might have seen the announcement that I'm currently not in a very safe space. That tension is really high at home right now. So at any point of time, I may be forced to call the cops on someone who may not be the most mentally stable and emotionally stable. And I am like, yeah. Anyways, we'll pray that nothing goes wrong in this stream. But anyways, happy Trans Visibility Day. It's on 31st of March. I was a little bit late. I only found out from the Ace MP server on the Discord server when I scrolled back up because I'm busy lately, so I missed the date. I intended to do this somewhere in June to like celebrate Pride Month, but I guess we can bring this up for a little bit. It's free on Steam. It's available in English as well. It's originally in Japanese. The game is called One Night Hot Springs. Yes, so this is a game about a she who was a he. Yes. So a little backstory to introduce, right? We want to come to this game with like a light-hearted, wholesome vibe with respect, but I just want to say that there are two sides to every story. So my experience with people IRL who are transgendered it's not pleasant. I'm just gonna say the least. It's not a transgender fault. It's a person fault. I like to judge people for who they are. So before they transition, they were already an awful person, right? But I still could put up with that. After they've transitioned, oh my god, everything about them became their gender. And I was just so triggered that I cut up contact. I could not deal with a friend whose entire existence is all about gender. Like, every topic is about gender. Everything is an offense. So, yeah, we are no longer friends. That's like my one and probably only experience with transgender people. And hello, yes, Fares. So today we're gonna do a little cute game. Hopefully, I think it's gonna be a short one. Yes, it's about transgender visibility. Yes, trans visibility. So this game is about male to female. So yeah, in case you don't know, like there is a category like that. So we're gonna celebrate that even though we're a few days late. It's like on 31st of March. It is currently the 3rd of April. And yes, my home situation is still not great, but I'll try my best to not call the cops on stream today. If required, I will. But yeah, so I'm still alive. I have measures in place. It's not exactly the best, but I will survive. I'm a fighter. I will survive. Yes. So I just want to remind everyone before we start the stream that a lot of these things I say on stream is coming from a place of supporting but not blind support. So there are two sides to a story. Like while we sympathize with people who are struggling with gender identity crisis and all that kind of stuff, people who don't know if they want to transition, people who've made the decision and cannot transition, people who are transitioning, stuff like that. Yeah, as well as the categorization for this kind of people. But we do sympathize. We do find it unfortunate that society is not moving along as quickly. And there are some psychological studies which, surprisingly enough, they call it a gender misidentity disorder, right? Some psychologists, they have classified this as a gender disorder instead. An identity disorder, actually, to be more broader perspective. But the limitations of science is very fascinating, because if you were to allow boys and girls to choose what they want instead of dictated according to society's preference of gender stereotypes, yeah, that's gonna be a little bit weird. Because imagine if little boys who didn't know any better, and they were like, oh my god, I like this dress, and then they're allowed to wear a dress and they're still treated as a boy instead of as a girl. Would that make them actually just stick with being a boy, or would that still make them want to become a girl? Like, society cannot allow boys to wear dresses that are meant for girls. They are marketed for girls. Like, that's a really fascinating part of science. Like, if the environment allows you to just be who you want to be, will there be a need to actually define gender for a preferred type or change it according? That's what science lack. That's why until today, while we do embrace transgender as like a different identity, science also kind of is unsure if it should be diagnosed as a mental disorder. Because yeah, to be honest, it's probably society born issues as well. It's not like one thing contributes to the whole factor. I'm coming from a scientific point of view. Also, yes, you don't struggle, you just tell them to be yourselves and not be weirdos. That's true. That's exactly what I'm talking about, right? So let people be who they want to be, as long as they're not harming themselves, not harming others, and just being wholesome generally, right? We'll go with that. But my experience with people of the community, like just that one person so far, IRL, okay, the online ones, they're actually pretty wholesome. The ones in ASMP, I know a few of them. Axolotl is one of them. Like, they are pretty wholesome. But the one that I know, IRL, they are not wholesome. Everything is about their identity as a female, and it was just so bad. It was just so annoying, and it was just so irritating. Like, you can't even talk to them about ice cream because they're like, are you judging me that I can't eat this flavor because I'm like, what the fuck? Like, okay, true, you have bathroom issues, that's not my problem. Like, you know, there's a handicapped stall, you may not be handicapped and nobody's stopping you from using that. If you're not comfortable with going to your birth assigned gender toilet, if you can't go into the other toilet because legally speaking that's not possible, you don't look female enough to use a female toilet. That's the problem, because you're still transitioning. You're like 3 months on hormone therapy. There is no way you're gonna be able to pass off as a biological female, especially when your identity card says that you're a male. You're gonna get in legal troubles. Use the handicap stall. Like, literally, that's it. No. They have to rant the whole day about it, bitch and moan about it. Like, I cannot be friends with that kind of person. It's not that I'm not friends with transgender people. No. It's just that I just cannot be friends with people who are bitchy like that. The good kind of bitchy, yes. The bad kind of bitchy like this, like, no thank you. No fucking thank you. Yeah. I just hate people I hate. It's a people, it's a person thing. It's not a gender thing. Don't get me wrong. Right, but in any case, this right here is the game. So yes, it's One Night Hot Springs. I think it's a pretty short one. They say it's about 30 minutes or so. Now that all the rents are out of the way, now we've drawn the boundaries, we be respectful, we be wholesome, we be full of vibes, I think we can start now. Yep, so I will also be on ASMP's voice chat, the recording room, and I've put up like some kind of an announcement there, so if anybody actually joins, like people who are in the trans community, they join, and yeah, it will be even better because we can just talk to them and then chat. If you have any questions, they might be able to answer you like right on the spot. If we are joined by these people, I did not make an announcement in like advance because it's supposed to be Minecraft server, but I thought, you know, might as well just get someone from the community because there are people there. If they can make it, no pressure, yeah, we'll be glad to invite them over, right? So just know that we might have special guests today. I don't know if they will appear, but this is our attempt to see this game. Let's like try and understand a little bit more on the perspectives and lives of transgender people. So yeah, this little girl here, really cute. They're cute. The name is Haru. Man, who on earth could be calling me? So cute. Minami says, Haru, it's me. It's been so long since I've talked to you. Sorry for calling so suddenly. You're not busy, are you? Iskashiku nai yo. How are you, Minami? It's been wonderful. That's why I wanted to call you. Oh, by the way, this is a cactus, I think. I don't know why, but there are a lot of this cactus in the room kind of thing when it comes to... Anyway, I don't know. Do Japanese people really keep cactuses in the room? My cacti died. It kind of like rotted from the inside. I overwatered it. I'm pretty sure I overwatered that. That's why it started rotting from the inside. And just like, I've never seen a cactus rot before. That was the first time. And I never again raised another plant because I feel like they were all just dying. Right, Minami says, my birthday is coming up, and since it's my 20th... Oh, big number, okay? In Japan, 20 means that you're legally an adult. It's not 21, it's 20. Right, my parents said that they will let me go on a trip with my friends. Dang! Okay, I'm like 30 and I never actually had that kind of experience yet, so... Okay, my goal is to travel overseas with friends. Without parents, just friends, you know? Without family, just friends. That would be, honestly... Yeah, I think it would be fun. So my plan is to go on a trip to the hot springs with my 2 best friends. Damn. Okay, I need to, like, you know, round up all my best friends. They're, like, scattered across the globe. What is the game? Oh, the game title is in the stream. It's called One Night Calmer Hot Springs. It's, like, on Steam. It's free. It's free right now. Yeah, it's free right now. Feel free to find it. I think they just updated it recently as well. Yeah, I just updated it before I put it, like a small patch. Like they changed certain languages, I think, adding on new languages as well, so it's a little bit more available to people globally. Right, so Manami's best friend is Haru, and vice versa. That's nice. Oh my god, this is so sweet. Look, my parents will pay for everything. Sorry, can't relate. Can't relate. My parents will pay for everything. Don't worry about the cost. Damn, that's like so nice. Oh, so this is the problem here. It's like hot springs, but you know that I'm ... Yeah, it's like for one of the issues that I know is bathroom issues. Okay, Manami says, I know, which is why I'm calling to talk to you first before deciding on anything. Like, it would be great if you could come, but if you can't, then I understand, as I don't want to pressure you, but it would be great if you could come. Let's go, let's enjoy. Okay, like, honestly, to, like, a situation like this, yes, if you... I don't know, if maybe, like, it will be a little bit difficult, but if you could get, like, a private hot spring, yeah, there are rooms, but it's kind of difficult to book them. Like, ryokans, I know, it's super expensive. Oh my god. One night, I checked, before I went to Japan last year, we could not afford a ryokan, right? One night was, like, 800 USD. I was so shocked. I was like, that's a ryokan. One room, one night, 800 USD. Of course, they had the Kyoto, like, you know, dinner and stuff like that, like a whole spread of food that you can never finish. Yeah, they have all of those, but like, holy shit, 800 USD for one night. But they have a private open bath onsen inside. So yeah, it's gonna be difficult to book. Firstly, it's gonna be expensive to book. Secondly, and also, but this is like a good solution, you know, for people who are unsure and people who have tattoos. I heard that some of them do that as well. So Manami says, Haru, you're my oldest and closest friend. And to be honest, a friend who can embrace your changes like this throughout life is like one you should never lose. Yeah, see, it will mean so much to me if you're with me to celebrate my 20th birthday. This is great. Now, of course, how could you say no? Yeah, I also want you to enjoy yourself to the fullest. Onsen Tamago. Hello, Jojo. It's been a while since I last saw you. Onsen Tamago. Did I? No, I actually did not. I did not try onsen tamago. Like, do you sneak the raw eggs into the onsen? Cause I went to like a public onsen, like a Sento style onsen. Yeah, it was in Myoko Kogen. It was like the Akakura resort, something like that. It's a ski resort with an onsen bath built inside it. Yeah. I went during off-peak hours because everybody else was still skiing, but I only had half day of ski lessons, and then I died because I couldn't even last like 30 minutes. My knees were creaking. I have knee issues, and it was like below 0 degrees. My phone refused to work and everything. Yeah, so I was there. I did not bring in eggs. Like, do you honestly just bring in raw eggs into the onsen and just like let it sit there, or in a public onsen? Is that what you do? I don't know. I've never tried onsen tamago. Never. Like, we can fake it, you know, we can put it in hot water at home after boiling it, but never from the onsen. Like, does it taste really different? The sulfur, right? It's probably the sulfur. Manami says, let me know what I can do to make you as comfortable as possible. Like this friend here, this friend right here. Oh my god, this friend is a gem. I wish I had, like, you know, friends like this. Yeah. The friends who would just go their way out to make you happy and comfortable. That's like the ideal, you know, friendship goals. Lots of my friends, they are professionals because I am a professional. We're all fucking workaholics. The only way that I think we make each other comfortable is to schedule a meeting 3 months in advance and then say, I promise to cancel work on that day if it ever happens. And always, it ends up with, it ends up with something like being a meal or like, yeah, just literally being healthy, just getting a meal and like not trying to think about work. But then when we meet up, we just talk about work. My friends are like this. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, this is so sad. Like, it's been years since I've been to a public bath, let alone a hot spring. Yeah, that's it. But then again, lots of Japanese apartments and houses, they have bathtubs. Like, you know, the new house that my mom and I are gonna get, I wanted to build like a bathtub inside, but it's just difficult to install one, especially in Singapore apartments. The housing space is one thing, the heating elements are another thing, so I feel like I'll just let her go through with all the major renovations and I'll take my time throughout this year to slowly go over there and assemble part by part. I still need to like get the custom furnitures from Shopee, ship them over from China factories, and assemble it myself and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm trying to go for like minimalist, but I definitely want the bathtub and the heater device. I feel like gas heater tanks might be a thing. I haven't even installed called the gas installation pipelines. It's just so fucking tedious right now. I can't fight this war on so many fronts. Like my mom's side, at the very least, the contractor is someone that we know. And then I'm also gonna help my therapist write his thesis because he's a blind man and he has stage 4 cancer. Like before he dies, at least I just wanna like, you know, write his legacy. Let his legacy be like, you know, remembered to his works. So that's going on as well. By this year I want to wrap it up. Next year going for masters and stuff like that. There's like so many things. And then the situation at home is not great. So what do I do, man? What do I do? You can just sauce vide Soviet egg and make onsen tamago perfectly fine. I don't know, what is that French word? Sauce vide, sous vide. What is sous vide? Okay, hold on, let me just Google it. Sous vide. I don't even know what you're talking about. I just began to learn cooking. You know, today I made Japanese curry with spaghetti. Like, that fucking works. Like, that shit works. I should have known that. I could have done that, but I did not. And I'm like, I'm still learning. What is sous vide? Under vacuum? What? A process of sealing food in an airtight container, usually a vacuum sealed bag, and then cooking the food under temperature controlled water. Okay, first and foremost, I don't fucking have a vacuum to vacuum eggs. And I don't have a bag. Maybe I have a Ziploc bag, but like, how do you put the egg in the bag and put it in the water without the shell coming off in like crumbling into the egg? Like, I don't get it. Yeah, okay, that's like advanced cooking. I cannot do that. I don't think I can do that. So you've been invisible because you have no computer. Oh. Well, that's true. That's true. Well, at least you have a phone. Thank you for joining even though you don't have a computer. It's been years since I had a bath. Every No. Remove every VTuber there. I am a VTuber who enjoys having a bath. And I have a bath every single day, okay? At least once. Depends on how heavy my workouts are. Like, you know, I just hate, like, Singapore weather is just so humid. You cannot do without a bath. I cannot even get onto my bed if I know that I am, like, you know, not like squeaky clean and dry. Like, it's so bad. I would like to change my bed sheets like more than once a month, but you know, the laundry load is just terrible. Like, when one person change the sheets, it has to wait for a week, and then there are like 3 people in the house, and then that's like at least 3 weeks, so it's like almost a month before I get to change my sheets. It's terrible. Like, one time sheets and then another time with blankets and stuff like that. Oh my god, don't remind me. And then don't remind me the towels as well. Jesus Christ, it's crazy. Alright, let's continue the game. It's all Manami says, which is why it's a good chance you'll be with me. If anything or anyone bothers you, you can tell me. Yo, that's so nice! This is a ride or die friend. It's the I'll murder and bury bodies with you friend. Yeah, we need friends like that. That's good. Yeah, on the other hand, this girl, she's like super It's like I'm not worried about me being uncomfortable. It's more everyone else. Can you see how considerate the culture is? Holy hell, we need more consideration, man. Not like overly considerate, but like enough consideration to think before you fucking act. Half of the people here, they need to fucking have a brain. Manami says, it'll be fine, nobody will pay attention. Nobody will pay attention? Okay, I don't know about this because, yeah, there are a lot of judgmental people, but whether or not they show their judgment is gonna be a different thing. I am judgmental, yes. I judge, but if it's none of my business, I'll just stare. I'll just stare. I'll be like, wow, what is this? Like, you know, the internal workings of curiosity. That's it. My judgment is based on curiosity. You have 3 baths now because it's hot. Exactly. Every VTuber, it's been years since I had a bath. No, not if you're a Southeast Asian VTuber. Never. I don't know any Southeast Asian VTuber who skips a bath. Never. Okay, so I'm hoping that Haru actually goes to the hot spring. Yeah, so Manami is assuring her, it's like nobody cares as much as you think they do. Which is true, because like on the surface, we don't care if somebody is male or female. If they are good looking, we simp. Yes? Oh, exposed. It's the lookism culture, yes. It doesn't matter if you're male or female, but if you're good looking, we stare. Yeah. I've had like a very confusing experience as a kid. Cause like I went, okay, there's Malaysia, right? There's this particular place that we go to. And then there's like this cashier. So she's like super pretty, and I was like, oh my god, she's so. But when she speaks, she sounds like she's a man. So I was just like super confused. I was like, is she having a sore throat? Why does she sound like that? No, like, but many years later, I learned that that's transgendered people. It was transitioning, but my god, she's so pretty. She's so pretty. Even though she has an Adam's apple, I didn't realize that until like much later. So it's definitely a male transition to female. But damn, she's like model quality pretty, okay? So like I stare and funnily enough, right, every time I go to that Mary Brown restaurant in Malaysia, I will go to her. I will look for that pretty cashier lady who sounds like a man. My mom knows that. My mom will know who I'm talking about. Like it's an obsession. I'm just like so curious. I'm like, wow, lady, very pretty lady, but sounds like a man. To me as a child, right, that was unique. And I don't know if they are like, you know, sick. Like I remember once I went up to them because I don't really speak a lot of Malay, but I was like concerned for their throat because I thought they were having a sore throat, yes. And I gave them like the free sweets that the supermarket gave me as promotion. I thought that would make them feel better. I don't know. Like as a kid, that was me. I think that was my very first experience with transgender people. Yeah, and I didn't even know it was transgender. I just thought she was like super pretty with consistent sore throats. Yes. Also, will you judge a raccoon? Depends if the raccoon is gonna steal my food. Yeah, depends if the raccoon is gonna steal my food, steal my house, and set my house on fire. But otherwise, I think raccoons are fine. If it's Jojo, Jojo is fine. Also, hello Lisa. Hi Lisa. You want some sweets? Maybe when you come here and you visit me, yes, we'll have snacks for you. Don't worry, I know you and snacks. They're inseparable. Oh, this is nice. So like the best friends, they're like, chatto, you know, they're like hesitant, but then he says, please come to the hot springs for me, with me. It's my 20th birthday. It's a big number. Let's celebrate. Like, yeah, that honestly, I would cave to. I'm like, okay, for you, because you're my best friend. Because you are my best friend, I'm doing it for you, okay? I don't actually like it, but I'm doing it for you, okay? It's a sacrifice. Okay, so at this point of time, they're like, what do they say? So honestly, the best solution would be to get like private baths and stuff. Like reserved baths, they are like the best solutions for it. But you know, rather than just rejecting it, I would say that reserving the baths, like private baths, I don't know about reserved baths if it's the same as like private rooms, but those would be for the best, honestly. Hello Lisa, you cook if you want me to. Yeah, I'm reading chat, game narration and chat. Yes, it could be a little bit confusing because unlike other streamers, I don't have a fucking pace. I just no filter, unfiltered and unhinged all the way. You don't steal, you ask until you cave into peer pressure. What do you mean by peer pressure? Oh, you mean for snacks? Oh, don't worry about that. I'm like on consistent diet. You can. Do you know how much food I have at home that could expire at any moment? I sometimes eat expired food. The food was like expired 2 years ago. Holy shit. I only just found out and I'm not gonna lie, I ate that. It was... What was that again that I ate? It was only recently I found out that shit was like... I ate cheese. Oh my god. Oh my god, did I tell you guys? It was sliced cheese. It was expired last August or something like that. Holy shit. And I was eating it until like 2 weeks ago. I did not know. Holy hell. How am I still alive, guys? I mean, it was sitting in the fridge the whole time, so like it was not moldy. It was like sealed in like individual packets. So I thought it was like, you know, oh my god, I've been eating expired food for like goddamn who knows how long. Pretty sure the ice cream and the chocolate in the fridge are expired, so I dare not check. I dare not look at the expiry date. I'm like, if I haven't fallen sick from eating this, it is fine. Jesus Christ. So confiscating my snacks. It helps you diet. Of course, definitely helps you diet. Right now I cannot eat any of those snacks that I mentioned because I'm on a special diet to reduce my LDL cholesterol levels in order to, you know, recover from fatty liver disease. It's non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, so it's gonna be a little bit tougher. Yes, but I need all the support that I can get, including giving away snacks. I will be glad to, honestly. Right, so I'm just gonna go with reserve baths here. Best birthday, yes. So we're gonna celebrate birthday with our best friends. We're gonna go to an onsen. And we will just, you know, just go through that. It's okay if people judge me. It's a one-time thing. Just the same way as they're turning 20 once in a lifetime. Most definitely have to go. Alright, so she always hangs up so fast. That's nice. She definitely got peer pressured. Haru got peer pressured to go to the hot springs. Oh my god. Also, Jojo, what do you mean by cheese square? It was like sliced square packet cheese that you just slap. The kind that you put in a burger normally. Haru is like, Doshio. Oh, by the way, guys, there's a Japanese version to it. So, Jojo, you can most definitely play this game in Japanese. I feel like it's manageable. Yeah, N3, JLPT N3, most probably able to play this game completely in Japanese. It's fine. So how do women behave when they go to a hot springs together? okay, guys. I just wanna make a disclaimer here, right? A little backstory. So remember when I mentioned that one of my IRL friends was getting married, and I was the bridesmaid? Yeah, so after the marriage, like probably a few weeks after that, like probably a month after that, when finally we were able to gather the most of bridesmaids together again, so we went to an onsen. Like in Singapore, yes, it's Yonomori Onsen. So it's like the closest thing to a legit experience. It was very, very similar to the experience that I had in Busan, the spa land, yes. So I went there. My friend who was the bride, I went there with her older sister who was the main bridesmaid, and then there was me. So like the three of us, right? We were acquainted since like secondary school, so it's probably like acquainted for like 10 years plus. And then, oh my god, when women go to hot spring together, okay, it depends on whether you know this woman or not. So if it's like the one that we went to was like open, it was like public experience, yes. So you would see like the people just go in there, get to their lockers, and then they're like, you know, just nude, like just undressed, and you know they just like do their own business. So you don't actually bother them. Like nobody's bothered about whether you look like a model or you're plus size, or whether you have like, you know, rashes or like, you know, skin discoloration, or like, yeah, we may notice, but like, you know, we don't really bother as much. But it's a completely different story if those are not strangers. Like strangers, you glance and then you don't look down, you look at the eyes, and then you just bypass them. You're like, hi, sumimasen, you know. but if it's your friends, oh my god, I I minded my own business, right? Because I don't particularly think I'm close with her sister or my friend who was the bride, you know. I'm not particularly close to them to like, you know, I just generally mind my own business when I'm doing my stuff, even if I'm not wearing clothes. But they were staring at me and judging me, and the one thing that, oh my god, let me just tell you, sometimes I feel like women are more perverted than men. They are so specific that I didn't know I was getting studied, and they were like, oh my god, the milk jugs will be full. She just dropped that comment, the sister dropped that comment out of nowhere, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And then instead of replying, she just stared down. I was like, excuse me? Excuse me, like, I know you, but holy hell, do you really have to? And then my bride friend, holy shit, she was like a whole new level of perverted. She looked down even more, and then she's like, do you trim or is that natural? And I'm like, okay, do you really have to ask? But if you must know, it is not natural, although I went for IPL before, and I am one of those rarer cases, right? The IPL, like LASIK hair removal treatment, where I went for like about 2 years previously. Yeah, it actually kind of works for me. So not everybody, it doesn't really work for everybody, but like it kind of works for me. And I was like, do you really have to? So like, yeah. And then, you know, when you go to an onsen, the first thing that you do, you have to wash, right? So they provide you with like shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. You're supposed to like shower first, so either sitting down or standing up, right, with a bucket and stuff. And then my bride friend, I don't know how they shower, but I'm the kind of girl that takes hygiene very seriously. I take it seriously, that I like, you know, scrub down and stuff like that. Like they gave you like a small hand towel as well, so I used that to scrub down. And then I think my bride friend, it was my birthday, yes, I think it was my bride friend, she just stared at me the whole time while I was like, you know, cleaning up. And then she's like, dang, I should probably learn from you and flip your hair over to detangle it while conditioning it. She was taking notes. She literally, bitch, like, who does that? Who takes notes? So I can tell you for sure that women, they don't, I don't know, they're perverted or what. I'm pretty sure men, they mind their own business, right? You are not gonna take notes on how another man cleans his hair, or like, you know, scrubs his back, or like shower techniques. Like, I don't think men do that, but women, oh my god, they do. But also, her older sister actually taught me how to properly use and enjoy a hot spring. So like, I think there were like 5 different pools in there, including a sauna room, like the steam room, right? So I was told to start with the one that was 37 degrees, something like 38, 37 degrees, and then we worked our way out. So like we go together to like the same pool, and then we like, you know, and then she said that you have to dip your towel in the cold pool, and then you put it on your head. And I had help with that because I'm clumsy as fuck. I dropped the towel inside the hot water, and then they had to go and like get me the cold water again because I'm clumsy as fuck. That's what women do. And then we had to like, you know, and then we went through to like the hot one, and then all the way to the bubbling one, and then to the sauna room, and then after that I go to the cold pool, the ice pool, and then back to the lukewarm temperature pool. So like women, I don't know, it's kind of like going to the bathrooms. Like when boys go to the toilet, they were like, teacher, can I go to the toilet? Yeah, they go alone. When it's girls, they're like, teacher, can I go to the toilet? And then after you'll find like they bring their friend with them, and then they're like at least 2 girls going to the toilet with 1 pass. Always. So I think it's kind of similar. This question right here, was not expecting it, but I surprisingly have the answer. So that is how women behave when they go to a hot spring together. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh shit. But yes, maybe TMI will be too much information, but holy, I am not unconfident of how I look at all. IRL, I can tell you that. Alright, my friend, my bride friend, she's like model pretty, okay? She's like the gold standard, but she's like, you know, I don't know, you don't have to be pretty to be confident. I feel like even pretty people have their own insecurities, because she has a lot of insecurities. Yeah. And also, yes, another thing is that we compare scars, body scars. Like, I have the most scars and bruises because previously martial arts and stuff like that, extreme sports, whatnot. But yeah, so this is the answer to the question, how do women behave together when they go to hot springs? Yeah, this is how they do it. Yeah, so basically, they just Google the term hot springs with female friends. I don't know if I speak for all females. Technically I have a vagina, I was born with one, but like, I don't know if I can classify as a female, like, in the technical term, in a broad perspective, because I don't do things that is very typically female. I just do things that are me, so I can just safely say that I don't speak for all women. And my friends are pretty not normal as well. We're unhinged. Pretty sure nobody else does that. Also, if you're wondering, yes, my friend is unhinged because she was doing what? Yoga in like the hot spring when nobody else was around. Don't do that, guys. Don't be like us. Jesus Christ. What have we done? What have we done? Okay. Moving on quickly before we get penalized. Okay, when going to hot springs with your girlfriend. There's an article on that. Nice. You don't have to care much about makeup. Okay, about this. This is very interesting. Alright, so I would think that most people go into the hot springs without makeup, which for most part is true. But that's in Singapore, right? Because we don't have a culture of wearing makeup. But when I was in Korea, Busan especially, like in Spa Land, I see people, they actually have makeup on. Like, they have makeup on, they do not, of course you're not supposed to like dunk your head into the hot springs, but they wear makeup into Spa Land. I don't really know that, but yeah, you probably shouldn't actually put your head in there. It's not technically good for it because the water is so hot, and you know the skin on your face is like superly thin, so I don't think you should be doing that in the first place. But they wear makeup there, yes. I'm just gonna confirm, some people, they do wear makeup there. Not like super heavy ones, but enough to tell that they're wearing makeup. Yeah, I know most guys can't tell if women are wearing makeup, especially if it's natural tone, but yeah, they're wearing waterproof makeup. In Busan, I saw that, yes. My gender is chibi. Thanks. Yes, and also raccoon. Do not go scuba diving. No scuba diving in hot spring. No, that's just bad. Actually, it's against the rules to be swimming in hot springs, you know? My friend was doing yoga in hot springs. Like, please don't do that. It's dangerous. Please don't do that. And also, if you are dizzy, please get out of fucking hot springs. Like, I did not do that. I almost fainted inside. The soak pool. Because, like, you know, when you go rounds, especially if you change temperatures too fast, then your blood vessels will constrict. So imagine you were like in the sauna room. The sauna is like 43 degrees. You've been there for like maybe 2-3 minutes, and like your heart rate and your blood vessels have dilated, and you immediately soak in a 16 degrees pool or something, the cold pool. And then the first thing that happened to me, right, it was pain. It was like, you know, when you go from a very hot extreme to a very cold extreme, your ends of your feet, or rather anywhere that comes in contact on your skin, it will feel kind of like prickling, ends biting all over. Yeah, it's a really, really, really terrible feeling. And then the next thing you know is that the world spins, right? Because it's cold enough, like you're shivering, and then that's not the worst part. Like, the dizziness that sets in, oh my god. The moment you get out of the cold water and you try and walk, you just, it's like, yeah, the world is tilting. So if that happens, please do not immediately go to like another onsen pool. Alright, we immediately went, that was a mistake, right? So we immediately went to the 38 degrees pool, the first one that we started in, because like that's supposed to be the chill pool, right? That was a mistake, so please don't do that. If you are feeling dizzy after a cold pool, please sit down somewhere on a bench or something like that. Like, I know you're naked, but nobody will judge you for that. Please just sit down, rest somewhere. Let your body and your blood pressure get back to normal first before you go in for round 2 soaks. Right? Don't risk it, because if you actually went to soak and you're dizzy, it's very possible that you will lack of oxygen. You have lack of oxygen, and it's, yeah, you're just asking for trouble. Just don't, right? Don't. I made that mistake. I I didn't tell my friends because like we went together, so I didn't know either. Like only afterwards when we came out, we talked about it, and then they were like, yeah, you're not supposed to do that. I was like, oh damn, because when I was in Busan it never happened. The reason why it never happened was because I never went to a cold pool. The reason why I went to a cold pool that time in the bridesmaid after party was because they went to a cold pool and I was dragged. I was basically just pulled along, and I had no way to say no. Yeah, peer pressure. It's literally peer pressure. God dang. But yes, don't do that. Safety first. Alright guys, safety first. Please read up and research, especially if it's your first time going to a hot spring. Don't fool around. Don't fool around, literally. And somebody lost their glasses. Just want to say this. Somebody lost their glasses in the hot spring. They had the staff to help them find it. It was pretty funny. But anyways, it was lost in a bubble bath. Alright, Sahara says, don't worry about your bust size. Don't really have a bust to worry about. That's true, okay? The one thing you have to know, don't worry about your bust, don't worry about your leg hair, don't worry about your booty. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. Nobody's looking. And you don't even have to be model-like to be naked and enjoy nonsense. Like, literally, no. Alright, don't forget to shave. Okay, this part here, not necessary, I'm gonna say. Okay, for men, I don't think they shave at all. But for women, I have seen Korean aunties in Busan Spa-land. They literally look like a fucking bush. And yeah, they don't shave. Like, it's not necessary. Okay, I'm just gonna say it's not necessary. As long as you clean up well during the shower. And yes, you scrub well, including the parts, your lady bits. Yes, scrub well. Really, really well. Just that. Like, I've seen people do that. Like, really, really, without shame. So, go ahead. It would be even weirder if you don't do that and you get in the bath. Because you want to be literally squeaky clean before you get in there. So, shaving, not necessary. Getting squeaky clean before you get into soap, necessary. Alright, that is necessary. Shaving, no. Nah. Shaving is nice? Okay, I don't know. Like, my bright friend, she waxed, okay? But she went to a salon for waxing, Brazilian waxing. And then the salon fucked up, so she ended up with burn scars and she showed us. It was like pretty terrible. Like, it mentally traumatized me, and I don't think I'll ever go for Brazilian waxing. Never. I might just stick to IPL if I ever need it again. I don't think so, I'm fine. Because like the IPL worked really well in my case. I'm probably blessed. Instructions unclear. Lost your glass noodles in bubble bath. Do not bring glass noodles there, please. Do not bring food into the onsen. Okay, maybe onsen tamago, but only if you're in like a private room, yeah? Haru is like, I just don't know, I have to figure it out as I go, yeah. But basically, nobody will really judge you as long as, basically cleanliness and respect, that's it. That's all we ask for. That's all you gotta remember. Right, so Manami will come in with more details, yes. Enough internet for today. That's all good as well. Alright, so she goes to sleep, and then the next day comes. It's probably the birthday. That will be exciting. Okay, so she entered, I think, what is like a public bath? It's not really a private one, because the layout of this. She's like totally regretting and freaking out right now. What am I doing? I'm not really prepared for this. Power through. Okay, let's go. Fighting Haru. Let's go. You got it. There must be Manami. Hey, Manami! So we get to see Manami and Haru, yes. That's nice. So like when girls meet up, yeah, they check each other out, okay? The one thing that never changes, right? It doesn't matter whether you have clothes or no clothes. When you're with your best girlfriends, they will check you out. I'm not gonna lie, cause like I've changed a little bit over the years. And I don't see them like every week, so I see them like maybe once every few months, once every year, maybe once every 2 years or so. The immediate thing they do is actually check me out. They're like, oh my god, you have a new beauty mole. Like, yes, I do. I didn't know how that came about, but you're welcome. They will say things like that. They will also say things, oh my god, did you de-age? Or things like, oh my god, I remember your eye bags to be much heavier. What happened? Did you get more sleep? Yeah, they definitely check you out. Not just your hair, trust me. Okay, so it appears that Haru grew the hair out. Minami's hair is short. Yeah, Haru's hair is longer. That's nice. Oh, there's Erika as well. Erika is like probably not Japanese. Probably half Japanese. We don't know. We don't know. Alright, but this is a nice group. They have like different types of people in here going for onsen. It will be interesting experience for foreigner. Erika is a friend from high school, and Haru is a childhood friend. That's nice. That's nice. Like literally her whole life, this girl Manami only has 2 friends, 2 best friends. Okay, Nagata. Okay, so Erika is definitely Japanese, half Japanese probably. Now Haru, Suzuki. Okay, so they're like almost the same age. As nice. Erika's also 20. Okay, that's good to know. Same preschool. A dip in the hot spring will probably do some good. Yes. Erika into Gale fashion? I mean, that probably is true as well. Okay, so they're gonna check in. Alright, they have reservations. That's good. Tachibana. Registration card. Yeah, so about hot springs, some of them requires you to register, but some of them, like the ones in Japan that we went to in Myoko, you just pay and then you buy what you need and then you just go in, so no need registration. Some need, some no need, depends. Okay, so now they're like filling in their forms. It's Japanese. Oh my god, yomenai desu. Kanji yomenai desu. Doshio. Eyo, Jojo, tasukete. I can read like some parts, but like not a lot. They didn't really fully translate the whole thing, huh? Alright, Haru says, my first name is Haru. Probably. Oh wait, no, it's not actually Haru. Wait, no, it's not actually Haru. Legal name, yeah. And legal gender, that's true. Okay, so it's not Haru. The actual one is what? Suzuki Haruto. It's... Oh, so Haru is a nickname. Haruto is the legal name, I see. The legal gender. Male. Even though he looks nothing like male, she is transition now. Okay, so fill up the rest. 19. Not yet 20, okay? Birthday is still not over. Occupation. The only kanji I can read here. これは学生 student. Ah. Okay, and then phone number. Nice. Okay. So the front desk might be like, chatto. I'll be a little bit confused because obviously it looks like Pretty Woman, sounds like men. Similar experience to me. To the cashier at Mary Brown when I was a kid. Hey. Haruto. Yeah, I got that right. I actually read that right. Woo! Let's go. Mr. Haruto Suzuki-san. Yeah, so Haru or Haruto needs to answer now. Yeah, so I'll just confirm my identity here. It's me. The front desk sounds confused right now. Definitely judging. Alright, let's see. I see judging, but they were like, okay, we verified all the documents. We will not question any further. I'm not paid enough for this shit. Here, your room is the Ginkgo room on the 2nd floor. Pass. That's so good. Pass. No further questions. You're good to go. Pass. See, how easy is this? How easy is this? These days, people are not paid enough to care. Maybe that's the answer. People are not paid enough to care. Yosh, they have a private room. That's good. So Erika's gonna buy a drink. Nice. Okay. Manami is, Haru, are you okay? No, 大丈夫です。心配しないでくださいよ. Yeah, so they're gonna go to a private room. Okay, like this part here, I'm kinda curious because I don't really know if Haru is like fully transitioned. Like, wouldn't it be a little bit awkward to share an onsen with like different gendered friends? Like, I know transition gendered, but still, you know, parts are not the same. Yeah, it's a little bit confusing over here. Like for me, I personally have roomed with the opposite gender before, because I have no sense of gender. I don't really have a sense of gender, right? Yeah, I have roomed with people of opposite genders before because I'm so used to. I have a brother, you see. It's nothing new to me. Yeah, it's literally nothing new to me. And I work with kids, right? Like really young kids, like 3 or 4. I have to change some diapers sometimes as well. So yeah, I have no sense of gender, but I wonder if it's gonna be awkward for people who might not have as much experience as me with like different gender. Mixed parts, yeah, that's the one. Mixed parts. I'm not really sure about mixed parts because I haven't actually been to one. I've been to like the separated onsen baths and public sentos, but not mixed. Alright, so oh my god, this room is so nice. This is the one I was talking about, guys. This is like a typical ryokan setup. It's like 800 USD per night. Holy shit. Expensive. I could never afford this. Like by myself alone, like never. I think it stays up to like 6 people per room. It's like 800 USD per night, guys. It was just myself, my brother, and we were like, yeah, we can't afford this. We're moving on. We're moving on. So we got something that is like, you know, we just got a traditional Japanese room at like a cultural center overnight, like one night at, where was that? What is the state that has deers? Nara, yeah. We stayed one night at Nara with like a traditional room. And then there was a public center downstairs. So it's not exactly like this one. And it's like affordable range. Not truly. Of course, they don't come with like the full set Kyoto meals and whatever not. But I think it was good enough. You want a ryokan experience? Me too, me too. Like we were looking at Kyoto for ryokan experiences, you know. It was so expensive, 800 USD per night. My goodness, never. I don't have that kind of money. Ryokan experience is definitely something you want to try once, at least once. But like, oh my god, I can't afford it right now. So yeah, this is tatami room. They say tatami room is so much trouble to clean. Okay, that much is true. Okay, by the way, you are not supposed to like, you know, roll your luggage on the tatami part. Alright, and I think you're not supposed to like have anything sharp on it as well. So yeah, they gave you slippers. Please use those slippers. If you wear socks on that or like barefoot, please make sure that they are clean. Alright, just wanna say tatami is like, it's a nice experience, but I went to like a museum and I saw like, I read some parts of how they describe the making of tatami, and Jesus, it's like only those who truly appreciate Japanese ancient culture will do it. It's so much work. Honestly, it's worse than a carpet because it's so fragile. It is so fragile. So much goes into making one square of tatami. So no. Maintenance is so high. Nice smell. That's the like, you know, you have to sun it and stuff like that and clean it, and no chemicals. Jesus. The carpet might be easier to maintain. Okay, so Erika says, me and Suzuki here, we just hit away to hot spring, so we snooze away. Okay, like I'm pretty sure they are making an excuse to take a nap because they feel uncomfortable. Like, you know, being in the same bath with the other 2 biological women. They says, don't go without me, I want to go to hot springs too. Something like that. Okay, so Haru is like awkward right now. Should we get changed? Of course. Oh, speaking of which, yukata. Yes, when you go to a hot spring, you wear yukata. Sometimes they give you rental yukata sometimes. Not all the time, sometimes, yes. But I remember so far, like when I was in Japan, in Tokyo, I was staying at APA, the APA hotel. It's like a business class hotel. They give yukatas instead of bathrobes. You can just wear those. It's really comfortable as well. Yeah, those are something that, you know, I wish it's not so hot in Singapore, and then I'll probably wear those. But no, it's so fucking hot here. You can only wear shorts, cotton shorts here if you don't want to die. Nerika said not here? Or here? What are they looking for now? Ah. Oh wait, so Erika doesn't know that Haru is transitioned. Oh, she does. She does? She doesn't know? Oh, maybe she knows. Maybe she knows. She just forgot. Yeah, so this is the bathroom. Yukatas are unisex. That's true. Yukatas are unisex. Yukatas are for everyone. I know they have like different pattern ones, but you know, it doesn't really matter. It's very... When I went to the one in Singapore, the Yunomori Onsen, yeah, the yukatas were for males and females. They just come in different sizes, that's it. But like the pattern wise, it's all the same. I got the fish one. The one that reminds me of Nemo. And also Haru is kind of like smaller than Erika if I'm not wrong. So she should fit fine in like a M size, I'm thinking. Yukatas are straight lines, not having a waist or much of a chest is better. I mean that's the appeal of kimonos, right? It doesn't matter if you have shape or no shape, but kimonos just look good on everyone. For real. Oh, speaking of Thai yukatas, I had my friend, the one who got married, to help me with it. I'm just not good at tying it. Like there were supposed to be two different strings, right? One on the inner side, and then the other one on the outer side. And then you have like a belt to go over that. I only had the inner side. I didn't have the outer side. So like the side lapel keeps on falling apart. The collar keeps on falling apart. I could not get that shit to work. It needs two people to do it. I don't know how people do it by themselves. I could not. And probably because my shoulders were broad, so I needed a baggier yukata, and then the fit around the center part we're just falling all over the place. So yeah, it's not good, bro. Yeah, I struggle with this. Holy hell, I don't know how people do it by themselves. I could not. It's like tying shoelaces all over again. And now they changed. Look at that, so cute. Definitely looks very unisex. You're okay with this? Let's go. Yay! And they all look the same now. Look at that, so comfy. Oh wait, Haru is actually taller than both of them. Okay, now that I see that they're all like the same height, yeah, Haru is tall. Makes sense though, makes sense. Yeah, if I didn't know better, I would have thought. And then she stopped there. She's like, maybe I shouldn't say that. I have to be considerate. Yeah. Okay, to be honest, like, I don't think transgender people mind. Like, it probably is a compliment to them of sorts, right? So if you were like, oh my god, I can't tell, because like I know people in Thailand, like we went to Phuket, they don't really call themselves transgenders there. They call themselves lady boys, right? And then the funny part about lady boys is not like in America where they want to be, you know, known as female. They consider themselves male, but just, you know, different, like a different category in itself. Lady boys. They even have like lady boy pageants, which is very different from beauty pageants. It's a beauty pageants but for lady boys. So they take it as a compliment when you say, oh my god, I didn't know, I can't tell, you're a boy, you sure you're a boy? And then they would just be happy. They're like, yes, I'm boy. Yeah, totally more feminine than biological females that I've seen. Totally prettier than all of them. Tall, some of them, not all of them. But yes, some of them have like really sweet voices as well. You can't tell. You really can't tell. I think most of them, if you would say such things, they would think of it as a compliment instead. Because not every person who transitions has a very smooth experience of transitioning. Because it's not all the time whereby you take hormones and it works immediately. No. It's a long period of time, and it's kind of like IPL, you know. It works for few people, not everyone, and majority of the people just don't really get that maximum effect that they promised. Yep. So in Haru's case, she is actually kind of lucky in a sense that she matches outwardly. Like, people wouldn't believe if she were to say that she's male, even though biologically she's male. So when she filled in the card, the registration form earlier at the counter, yeah, that was a telltale sign. There's a telltale sign that she's very successful. It's better than the other possible reaction, see? So So it's definitely something that they can, like, take pride with. And also, it's probably better for you to just be honest outright. Like, don't like walk on eggshells around them. Like, if you truly want them to be comfortable, treat them as a person. Just treat them as a person. Right, so you need to check times for the reserve baths. So Erika, yeah, so this Erika's character is like something I think most of us would want to if we're dealing with something that's different. With curiosity, approach with curiosity and respect. That's it. But yeah, don't have to be like superly, oh my god, is she gonna react this way if I would ask this? Is it even okay to ask? Just ask, but make sure it's with curiosity and respect, not judgment. Right? Withhold judgment. Yeah, so about entering a woman's bath, it might not really be possible. That's why. So while some people don't mind, there will most definitely be like that one or two who would make a big deal out of it. So when she said, I don't think it will be that big of a deal. It is true for the majority, but there will always just be that one or two minority, like certain people at home right now. Yeah, that will not go well. It will not go well with them. So it's the one or two that you really have to just be careful of. But if you are unafraid, then yeah, just go for it. Yeah, so Haru can't, which is why, but it kind of defeats the purpose. It's kind of sad if they all can't go together. The only silver lining is that they can enjoy dinner and have sleepovers. That's it. But like baths separately. Baths are actually one of the great places to gossip and to spy on others. I'm just gonna say this because like when we went to the onsen, yeah, that's basically what we did. More or less, that's basically what we did. Spy on each other, more accurately to say. Hello there, Ken Bush. Alright, so they went back down, so they're gonna head in like the separate gender baths right now. But I think Haru has to go for a reserve bath and check in with like the front reception again. So hopefully she'll be fine alone and not face discrimination. Right, so it's kind of sad, but I think this is where they will part. Let's see how Haru actually deals with it. Right, so how to reserve baths. Okay, I actually don't know about this one because I've never reserved baths before. Okay, you go back to the same front desk lady who knows the situation. So they ask about reserved baths. And it's not the family bath, it's like a one-person bath. Wait, no, it's family baths. Okay. Write your name and room on the reservation list. Ah. Okay, I don't really know family baths, but sure. So there is no like one person reserved baths apparently. It's just like small group baths. I don't know how many small group. 5? 4, 5? Family baths are to your right. Okay, so yeah. The lady at the counter is pretty nice. She's like not judging, she's just like helping. It's like just doing her job. That's good. So this is, I'm pretty sure this is like the reservation part. That's the list right there. Is it really okay for someone like me to head into a family bath? I mean, they're like, it's basically like a handicapped toilet stall, yes? Like, just because you're not handicapped doesn't mean you can't use it. So it's pretty much the same analogy over here. Just because you are not a family and you speak for one person doesn't mean you can't use a reserve bath. Yeah, I think it's fine. But like, maybe if you truly want to be considerate, like limit it to like an hour or so that, other people, or like avoid peak hours generally. Just avoiding peak hours will be fine. It's fine. Like, see, she's like so considerate, see? This is what we need more in society. Everybody would be a lot happier. Just like a little consideration. It's just one time slot. Yeah, so it's like 1 hour and it's not peak, so it's fine. Yeah, see? So since you're here, might as well just enjoy it. She can't find a time slot. They're all booked. Oh, dang it. Would you like to book a fan? Oh, the staff-san came in. Eh, what do you mean? Game audio got choppy. What? For real? Okay, game audio is literally just the background music though. How do you get choppy? Is it my internet? It might be my internet, right? It might be my internet, guys. I don't have like the most stable internet, especially in this hour where everybody else is like off work and at home. But yeah. See, the staff is also so considerate. Look at that. So when I went to Japan, like the one thing I realized is that everybody is so polite and so considerate. It doesn't matter what they think. They don't really say awful things in your face. I don't care if you talk behind my back as long as it's not in my face. I don't care because I'm a tourist. But yeah, you know, the taxi, the train station staff, not even the taxi driver, train station staff apologized to us for experiencing an earthquake in Japan. It's like, can you even stop the earthquake? It's not even your fault that the earthquake happened, right? Everybody is suffering. We weren't even like, you know, the worst that happened to us was not being able to catch a train. That's it. You know, but like there are people there who died from the earthquake and you're apologizing for having like a terrible experience in our first time in Japan. Like, oh my god, the stuff there is like a whole new different level of hospitality. See, and the stuff is like they go out of their way to try and help you. So she's recommending, she's like, oh, you can't book a family bath, how about enjoy the general women's bath? And then now Haru is like, oh my god, now I have to explain. Now I have to explain. Yeah, so staff is like recommending it and like encouraging you just so that everybody can be happy. But then there's like a situation. We have a situation, right? See? So she's like trying to help with understanding. Look at that, polite with understanding. You know, out of the way. Like she didn't have to do that. She didn't have to do that, but she's doing it anyways. So instead of like, okay, like normally like a lot of the Japanese people that I know, they're like very reserved. So they're like, nanimo nai desu. Ai, daijoubu desu. Everything is daijoubu. But here, we're gonna take a different path, alright? We want to see what happens if we can reach an understanding by explaining to people, alright? See, so we're trying to explain here now. It depends on stuff, how they'll find a solution. I'm actually curious to know if there can be a solution to this. Because I want to like try and see if it's possible, right? I don't think so, but we just try, right? There's no harm in trying. At least we know we tried. So this is the staff, the same staff member that saw the registration forms. Yeah, see? So he's like, oh, 残念でしたけど. It's like, it's regretful that you won't be able to enjoy the baths in this wonderful hot spring town. It's like all the way you traveled here, you know, to experience it, but then now you can't. Like, I feel sad for you as well. So I don't know how they're gonna accommodate this. But yeah, I can't allow that. It's like, I can't allow that. See? This is the kind of hospitality I remember clearly in Japan. Like, almost all the service staff, they really go out of their way. So they're like, yeah, it's regrettable, but we can't have you missing out on it. So I think they will try and find a way to make this happen. See? So insistent. I will ensure that you can enjoy the hot springs. So they will like tell me your name and room. So and then now it's like a question of really, can you make it happen? That's the thing. Ginko room. Mr. Haruto Suzuki. See, it's saying Mr. over here. Miss would be fine. Mr. Miss. Okay, the beauty about Japanese pronouns is that, you know, everybody ends with a san. You can use san as a suffix to anybody. Haru-san and Haruto-san, nobody will be able to tell the difference in genders. Or sama if you are in service industry and you want to be like elevated, polite. Yeah, the only gender differentiation would be chan and kun, but that's only if you're like super close to a person. Yeah. See, even though they are not sure about the pronouns to use, they're like, please forgive me. They apologize still, you know, for not knowing any better, but still. This is what I'm talking about. If everybody could be like this, the world would be a better place. And even at this point, this girl, Haru, is like, I'm now causing trouble for staff. No, you are not. You're a paying customer. Like, staff is nice. She is also nice. If everybody is nice, then literally Nobody would be unhappy. Look at that. They say, I apologize for the wait. See how polite they are. It was hardly any wait at all. But then again, she was like quick as a flash. So with your permission, we would like to upgrade your party to a room with an open air bath. This is what I'm talking about, see? See? My god, they really go all the way out to accommodate just for this person, you know? Like, I don't think many people would do that, but in Japan, yes. Yes. You don't have to demand it. If you are nice, you will be given it. There is an understanding. So it's like super surprised now. Staff is like, would that be acceptable? Of course! Of course! You don't want to cause a fuss, but like, you know, this is like the only way that it can happen, so yeah. Really nice. It's really, really nice. So happy that this game is awesome. It's a personal wish from a staff member who loves this hot spring town. See? The way that they put it. Will you accept the upgrade? Accept it, bitch! Of course! It's like first class, you know, when you're in economy and then the air stewardess asks, hi, would you like to be upgraded to a free first class? You won't say no, will you? I don't think you'll say no. Like, I've never been asked before, but honestly, I don't think anybody would say no to a free upgrade to first class. Right, so they change rooms right now. Okay, the question is, if they change rooms, what about the other two roommates? Like, would they also be informed? Because they currently are in like the general baths right now. So that's a little bit, Yeah, how would they contact them? They're like in the baths. You can't be going in, right? Staff go in and be like, hi, paging for so-and-so. Your roommate has changed rooms. Like, I don't think that works. Yeah, anyways, they went from Ginkgo to Azalea. Oh, that's nice. So I don't know how to thank you. Write a good review, 5-star reviews. That's very important. So humble, it was nothing. Enjoy your stay. God, look at that. So nice. What a nice person. Yeah. Oh, so they really will tell. Okay, so I feel like the ones at the reception will just catch these special guests to inform them. So Manami and Nagata will be informed about change in rooms. Yeah, didn't think people would be that accommodating. Okay, so like I said, not everybody will be this accommodating, but if we can just exercise a little bit of consideration, approach with curiosity and respect, right? Now, a lot of things will be a lot more pleasant. The world is kinder than I thought it was. Depends. I don't think it's the world, it's the people you interact with, but imagine if she were to just make her own decisions and decline and be like, oh, you know what, never mind. I think I won't trouble anyone. You know, that negativity will build up and then you'll have an idea or like a bias that people will judge. No, look at this. People don't judge as much as they try to understand. So yes. If you explain though, and people reciprocate with things that hurt you when you're just trying to come to an understanding, then you know that those people are just toxic. You should like cut them out of your lives, which is kind of what I'm doing right now. I cannot live with someone who I cannot talk terms with, basically. Yeah, that much I figured out. Like, I've given up because I've tried almost everything. I've tried everything actually, and no, nothing works because they choose not to work. So the only option left is to leave. That's it. So when you leave a toxic home, don't walk, run and never look back. Make sure that you never come back again. That is the only thing that's left to do. Yep. I kick down the door. Kick the door down and shout, oi, change room. I mean, that works too. That honestly works too, but it's not hospitable. Okay, let's check out the open air bath. I am so curious. What's the open air bath like? I've never seen one in person before, but I feel like that would be cool. That would be cool though. Because when I went to Myoko, it was like an indoors version of a hot spring bath, the Sento style. Even so, guys, it was like freaking cold because it was winter, you know, like at the top of the snow-capped mountain with ski resorts, and it was winter. It was like cold outside, but toasty inside. I don't know, like your nose is freezing off, but your feet are toasty. How does that work? I don't know how that works. Yeah, but open air baths, look at that. Okay, this one's a little bit tiny, but I guess that makes sense. It's like a private bath for like maybe 1-2 person. And the view is amazing, look at that. Wow, 5 out of 5 star. No drama. But yeah, with no additional charge. I just want to point this out. They upgraded the room for Haru with no additional charge. Like, look at this. Look at this. It's a once in a lifetime thing as well. I feel like, yeah, it's gonna be like a memory that lasts for a long time. Yes, it is okay, Haru. People are doing it from the kindness of their heart, not because you're an entitled freak, so it's fine. Time to enjoy the bath! Just jump right in! Right, see? Need to wash first, even in a private bath, right? Like hygiene first, what I tell you. I don't think they actually clear out the bath waters like completely. Especially in public baths, like they are usually dirty if they are not maintained well, because to drain out the hot spring water and to refill it, it's gonna take a long time for the water to refill it completely. So they don't usually do that very often. It's not like a pool that you can just throw chlorine in, drain it out and refill it. No. Hot springs, the water have to come from a fucking hot spring in the pipe. And then they have to constantly clean the pipe and filter so that it doesn't clog up with like the what is that? Something like calcite. Like I don't know what is that thing. Sulfur, like the buildup of minerals inside it. Yeah. The maintenance for it is really high. But anyways, what is this? Shampoo that smells like chrysanthemum? Okay, I don't know how that works. I've never seen or smelled a shampoo with chrysanthemum flavor. Never. And charcoal soap, yes, this one is true. This one exists. And conditioner. And then just shower it off. Nice. And now, time for the onsen. Let's go. Look at that. So nice. With the outside view and everything. This is what you came for. Yes, even though they have to like enjoy the baths separately, I guess it's a different kind of enjoyment. Can't remember how long it's been since I soaked in a real hot spring. Well, it's gonna be one to remember. Could never afford to go to a place like this myself. That is true. Bathtub at home. Yep. This one though, I'm still trying to figure out the logistics for fitting it in the new home. I wish I could stay in here forever. Probably not a good idea, but sure. It's a good memory. At least we tried and we managed to get this. Look at this, happy ending, guys. So yeah, they're gonna have good dinner after this, pretty sure. Thank you, Stuff Lady. Remember to write 5 out of 5 star reviews, yeah? They deserved it. Like, hospitality-wise, they deserve that reputation. So yeah, nice soak, nice new room upgrade and everything. And then the friends are back. Ta-da! Look at that. So they were freely upgraded and then they finally, yep, they're back now. They're reunited. That's nice. So all the family baths were booked, so they're explaining the situation right now. So yeah, there's this as well. So Stuff didn't just tell you to go to the women's bath. Okay, so I think over here we're gonna have to explain, right? So if your legal gender is male, even if you transition fully, you cannot access opposite gender baths. That is what I was told from like actually transitioning people. Yeah, so unless your identity card is officially changed and accepted by the government, then yes. But even so, it's still like a gray zone because it is uncomfortable. You see, it is uncomfortable to like use your transitioned gender bath, especially it depends on operation parts, you know. Yeah, for people who, I don't know, like during my time as a cosplayer, there were people who cosplay and then they cross-dress. That was a fucking confusing moment, man. Cause like the guy who cosplayed as a female character, he was so fucking pretty. And then my friend who is the bride, when she cosplays as a guy, she is so handsome. So so they were like, you know, going to the toilets, right? And then like immediately the group, they were like a group. And it was like the group paused outside. They were like, you go to your correct gender toilets. Like even when they went in, you know, the guys did a double take when the guy in the female cosplay went in. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, I guess the people in there also feel like gender shock. And then my friend who was dressed as a guy, she went to the females bathroom, and the girls, the women in there, they were like, what the, like, you know, I swear to God, they might have screamed if I wasn't accompanying her. That much I can say. That much I can say. Very confusion. Yes, exactly. It's not just for transgenders, it's for cross-dressing communities as well. Like, oh my god. Like, female bathrooms, like, you know, there's some ladies who like to keep short hair, right? I'm not talking about Manami and Erika's kind of short. I'm talking about really, really buzz cut short, like you know, butch hairstyle, they call it. But those ladies, whenever they appear, and then they don't really have a chest either, so we're just very confused when we see them in the female toilet. But we just like, okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure if they're here for legal reasons, and we trust that. Yes. So basically, toilets are recognized with legal genders, and if you are not the same matching legal gender, regardless of your outward appearance, you could get in very serious legal problems if reported. That's the reason why you cannot get into, like, you know, cross-gender baths unless it is open to both genders. Then that's different, which handicapped toilets are, and that's why handicapped toilets are, like, you know, free real estate properties. That's like the safest bet, kind of like the open bath situation over here. See, so you explain it like that. Yeah, so Erika is that person where most of us would be like, hey, but why don't you do this? You know, but there's like a lot of legal complications. It's the same reason why we cannot allow transgendered people to participate in their transitioned gender in Olympics. Like, there is, you know, there are different categories of Olympics, right, guys? There's like the regular Olympics, there's like the youth Olympics, there's like the Paralympics for people who are disabled, okay? They should also, if like, you know, if you want to embrace a wider community, why don't we create like a Trans Olympics? We already have a Youth Olympics and a Paralympics. Why can't we come up with a Trans Olympics? And like, you know, instead of arguing about whether people who have transitioned are able to participate as athletes in the Olympics, make a Trans Olympics. Literally. Like, that would solve a lot of issues, and also it would like embrace a wider, like, you know, spectrum of people, athletes especially. Like, you know, it will be interesting because the measures will be different. Like right now, female standards and male standards of 100-meter dash world records are not the same, because what? Biologically, there are limitations to like your muscle mass, your skeletal structures and stuff like that, you know. But no, I feel like it will be very interesting. It's like a whole new spectrum of scientific discovery if we did that. Honestly, there will be like new records all the time, and then like, you know, different training structures and stuff like that. And then we can actually measure things like whether artificially induced hormone therapies would actually affect muscle development, growth and blood structures. I don't know, I'm just saying it right here, but they should probably do something like that. Like, make a category of its own. Like, why try to conform to something that makes it very hard? So yeah, so now that you're there, definitely gonna enjoy a nice dinner. So you should have come with us. That's gonna be difficult, Erika. Huh? Something in the hair? Don't even know where it is. It would be easier if I took it out. What did she get? Stray hair? No, ribbon. Yeah, Erika, dinner! Meshi! Oh, Staff San is here again, nice! What kind of drinks? Green tea! I don't know, okay. Okay, here's a question, chat. After an onsen, what do you drink? Most people would say We'll drink milk, like flavored milk, strawberry milk, banana milk, you know, whatever, chocolate milk, something like that. Like most people would say, cold flavored milk is like the best. But I don't fucking like milk because I'm lactose intolerant. So yeah, I mean, there is oat milk, but I don't actually like milk or dairy in general. So what I do is I drink green tea. So I don't know what you guys will drink. But the one time that I went to Myoko's, onsen, the public one, the moment I came out, we were like immediately in front of the onsens, right? There was like 2 massage chair and 1 vending machine. I went to the vending machine, I saw Fanta grape, I just like bought a can of it. Japan's Fanta grape is actually different. So it's not like artificial flavor, it has 1% of real grape juice, and that makes a lot of difference. Like that 1% changes the entire taste completely. That was like an interesting experience. And then I had the drink, and then we went to the massage chair, and we like just pay for like 15 minutes of it, and we just like rested there. That was like best experience, best post onsen experience, hands down. Horlicks, you drink Horlicks. Okay, I don't know Horlicks. Is it like Milo? I don't think I like Horlicks, no. Yeah, beer. Okay, so Haru can't drink beer because she is not 20 yet. Oolong tea. Okay, oolong tea is not bad. Alright, green tea, oolong tea. I think tea is actually a great option after that. So 2 beers and 1 oolong tea. Are you okay with beer? Never actually drank beer? Okay, you only turned 20 once. Yes. Okay. Unpopular opinion, I'm gonna say this right here, right now, beer tastes like shit. Beer tastes like shit. I don't care who says it. Cold brew coffee is better than beer. Like, I don't get the appeal of beer at all. At all, I swear to God, guys. Like, there is no beer that tastes good. Ever. None of it. Like, I would very much prefer things like mead. I would actually prefer things like flavored alcohol, you know, like fruit flavored soju and stuff like that. Yeah, but beer, my God, there are like so many other things that you can drink better than beer, but beer, why? I don't get the appeal of it, Chad. Never there, never will, man. Okay, 20th birthday, try beer. Okay, 20th birthday, try beer. There are better alcohols to try, man. Like beer, no. Try makgeolli, maybe. I hear that makgeolli is actually a lot better. Like it's probably one of the easier alcohols to consume. Makgeolli, umeshu, something like that. And also Erica is like probably a drinker. It's like if you don't like it, I'll drink it for you. She's so confident that she will like beer. I think she's like older than Manami over here. So dinner looks amazing. Is it Instagram worthy? I didn't get to see the dinner though. What the hell? Oh wait, we get to see the dinner. Holy, yes! It's hot pot. Tofu nabe. That's like so good. So good, guys. I honestly want to learn how to make one-person nabes at home. Because like, I think nabes are diet food. Considered diet food, right? It's just that I struggle with the soup stock part. I'm just so bad at that thing. All vegetarian as well. Holy, that's good. That's good to know. Vegetarian food. Oh yeah, maybe. Because it doesn't come with like the what is that? Sliced pork or like sliced chicken or like stuff like that. Normally you put those in after that. But hot pot is mostly vegetables. It's good, but you definitely have to eat it with some kind of rice. It's not filling on its own. It's basically vegetable soup. Boiled in stock. You're vegetarian, Nagata? Ah, naruhodo. Okay, so Haru is transgender. Erica is vegetarian. I think they will get along, like, really well. Can't eat salad without worrying about it having animal products. Dang, that's really something. Yeah, my mom's vegetarian as well, but she's not just vegetarian. She's like religiously vegetarian, which means she doesn't take caffeine. She doesn't take alcohol. She doesn't take onion and garlic. On top of that, she doesn't eat meat. She doesn't eat eggs. She basically just eats leaf. Okay, can I just say that? She eats leaf, more or less leaf. It's just so hard because a lot of commercial products, they will put things like onion powder inside and she's like, oh no, I can't eat this. So yeah, she eats leaf with salt and pepper. And rice. Yeah. And that's about it. It's like so sad. But yeah. And also, yeah, my mom, one more thing that really just like, you know, makes everything inedible is like she can't eat mushroom as well. Due to her religion. I get so sick and tired because she's so picky. Wherever we eat out and I'm like, you know that it's not possible, right? If you want to eat out, which Erica is also confirming. You can't eat out without worrying about certain stuff. So yeah. If you're allergic and you're vegetarian because you're allergic, that's like terrible, right? But if you are like just vegetarian because of preference or religion, like be a little bit more flexible, guys. My mom just cannot, for like the longest time she just cannot, but recently, like lately, she's been a little bit more flexible with that, so I guess that's fine. Yeah, so isn't it just vegetables? Yeah, about that, gelatin. This is the substance. In a lot of things, gelatin is made with like what, beef bones or something like animal products, so that's why it cannot, like whenever you see gelatin, especially in food products, it becomes so difficult for vegetarians. Which, yeah, there's that as well. Extreme veganism, it sounds like extreme veganism. Yeah, her religion is like, I don't know, a lot of Indians would know this. Yeah, it's Hare Krishna. It's the one with the Bhagavad Gita thing. Yes, it's the founder of Hinduism or something like that. I don't know, there's like so many branches of it. It's kind of like Christianity with all its different branches. Yeah, something like that. And it's like cult-like. Okay, I'm gonna say cult-like. There's nothing wrong with the religions and the practices, but it's very cult-like, and my mom is like high on that. So there's that problem as well. It's like problem on two sides of the family that is already divorced and separated, but still problems. So yeah, it's like my first tail and my second tail. I'm gonna have two places to live technically, one with dad, one with mom, but none of them are actually better. No one better than the other. So yeah, potato salad with gelatin and bacon. So that's the one. Yeah, gelatin is the one that makes it very difficult because a lot of things require it, especially like, you know, preserved stuff like preservatives. Yes, you'll see a lot of it in preservative items or like processed food. It will definitely have this. So yeah, Manami is like a learning curve as well, with like both friends being like a little bit unique and not conforming to society. So Manami has a lot to learn. So drinks are here. Nomimono katte kuru. So they have like beer and oolong tea right now. Oolong is great though. Oolong tea is great. Oh, there's another one. Barley tea, mugicha, oolong tea. Those are like top tiers. And then the second tier is like green tea for me. Everything else just comes after that. Like I don't like fruit teas and flavored teas and whatever not. Yeah. So birthday girl Manami, we haven't forgotten you. Yes, let's go ahead and celebrate. No cakes. Were you celebrating birthday without cakes? What is this? What is this? No cakes at all. Dang. Yeah, these like have one slice, man. Chatarase, it has like great cakes. Come on. Strawberry cakes. Strawberry shortcake there is like delicious. Cheers! Kanpai! So 2 beers and 1 oolong tea we can see. Woohoo! No cake, like seriously, no cakes. Sad, just sad. No cakes, guys. Birthday without cakes. Yeah, speaking of which, you know, because of my non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, like this year, I could not finish an entire birthday cake myself. I wanted to, but then I was like, no, I'm on like a fucking strict diet, so I can't. I just had 1 slice of the entire cake. It was like split into 8 parts, like half of it given away to friends, the other half of it like eaten by family. I just had 1 slice. It was like so miserable. I swear to God, I must recover from this fatty liver disease thing by next year, because I want to eat a whole fucking cake by myself. You know, big ones like 1 kg cakes or 2 kg cakes, like the whole thing by myself. I like cakes, but like no, currently my health doesn't allow me to do that, so that kind of sucks. Okay, so I can see that they're definitely enjoying the food. Pink salt? Wait, are they referring to what? Himalayan pink salt? You know that shit is not truly salt. Like it's also bitter for some reason. I don't know. Himalayan pink salt is like salt, but it has bitterness. Like I don't know what they put in there, but it's not completely salty. I'm just gonna say this. Dang it. How many bowls of rice? Alright, guys, do you know that in Japan, you can customize your rice based on weight? So I think 80 grams would be like the standard. I guess one bowl of rice technically is 80 grams, right? That's the normal portion. I asked for less, so I put something like 60 grams, 50 grams, so I eat less than 80 grams per serving, actually. Yeah, which is why when I cook, right? When I cook, it's like really different. The rice is always a gamble. My rice cooking is not the best, first and foremost. And secondly, my portions are a little bit different from what they recommend on the internet. So yeah, I've not gotten the courage to challenge cooking rice again. Like, no way in hell, man. I'm gonna suffer through all of that. Okay, so after eating, I think they're just gonna go to sleep. Haru isn't an idiot. What is this? They're drunk. They're definitely drunk. Idiots. God dang it. Oh my god. They are definitely drunk. Jesus. They only had like what, 1 can of beer. Lightweights, all of them. She's surprisingly heavy. Because she does sports. It's the muscles. Hello. She's so nice. She's defending her friend. She's like, it's the muscle mass. It's not fat. It's the muscle mass. She's healthy. Oh, Manami is the one who is the extrovert, huh? Went out like a light today. It's definitely the beer, I'm telling you. It was the beer, definitely. Lightroom. You want a beer? You want a drink? I read that as beer, what? I should go to sleep soon. Good opportunity. Yep, so Erika is definitely the curious kind. So she's like, I finally get a chance with Rare Creature, must interview now. I guess this is the interview section? It's true, Manami was like being protective of Haru's feelings, but I guess Haru doesn't mind. Because like she's been answering a lot of questions as well. I've been making her answer them. Yeah, so she wanna understand a bit better. Yeah, see what I tell you? Approach with curiosity but respect. This is good. See, with respect. Can tell you to stop anytime if you don't want to talk. See? Respect. Not that hard, guys. Yeah, so Haru is giving it a chance. See? If you approach upfront, most times they will answer you nicely, okay? Nicely. So instead of sleeping now, let's talk. Let's try and understand a little bit more about transvisibility. See, you're the first transgender person I've ever met. So back then, when I had this IRL transgender friend as well, I did ask a lot of questions, but after a while, I feel like, you know, their point of views don't quite add up. It's becoming a little bit more self-entitled rather than, you know, sharing about it with other people. It's all about them. It's like a little bit leaning towards narcissism. I don't know, it might be a confidence issue thing. I feel like apart from gender identity things, there's a lot of other things going on as well. Mentally unwell, that's all I'm gonna say. Like, that was my first transgender friend, and then we never became friends after that. And yeah, I think that the people in Ace MP server, the ones I normally play Minecraft with, yeah, they're much cooler people to hang out with in terms of trans community. Man, that first experience just like totally shut off for me. It's like, nope, never again, nope. That's true. So like I did say, we might have met a lot of transgender people, but I didn't notice. Like me as a child, like definitely. Now that I think about it, that pretty casual lady that sounds like a man is definitely transgender. I didn't notice it. Yeah, see? Yeah, so it's very hard to spot. And also, transitioning is a journey. It's not like instantly you take hormones and after that, oh my god, I sound like a girl. No. Like, it doesn't really work that way. It is different, no, from what I understand, it is different from person to person. Just like IPL experience. It's different from person to person. You have the same procedures, but you don't get the same results. So she's asking about transgender names right now. Okay, so what happened is there are like many transgender people when they legally change their identity along with proof of like the doctor's certification that they are undergoing like transitioning and like hormone therapies and stuff like that. Yeah, from what I understood back then, there is an option for you to change your name legally. When you change your gender legally, it's a freaking long ass process. Okay, it's a freaking long ass process. Whether or not you need surgery for that depends on country itself, I guess. Some countries determine that you must go through X amount of time for hormone therapy plus surgery. Some countries say hormone therapy is enough but not surgery. Some countries say just the doctor's letters of certification is enough. But it depends, alright? And no, not all transition people want to change their names. Some change it completely to things like diva. Some just change like just the closest things. For example, like Royce to Joyce. Yep, that's basically it. So it's very close sounding, but it's the same thing. It's basically the same thing. So like in Haru's case, it's like Haruto to Haru. It's not very different. It's just like a shorter version of the name that they're used to. Some want to keep their identity along with the past that they recognize, and some just want to completely forget that it exists. So I think it depends person to person. Nickname is still a guy. I wasn't a guy before. Okay, so there is this thing here. Some people they can accept that they were born biologically before transitioning. Some people already know that they're like in the wrong body and stuff like that. So I guess it's different from people to people. Some might go through the long path of thinking that they like the same gender first, and then to cross-dressing, and then realizing that they identify as a different gender completely. Yeah, so I guess it differs. So in this option is that I wasn't a guy before. So this is one type of response or thinking that a transgendered person might have before they actually go through it. These are like the ones who already know that they are in the wrong body from like a very long time ago, right? But there are those who take the long path of discovery, and then they decide at the end that I like the same gender, but I am actually not liking them as my own gender. So they decide, and then some just cross-dress, and then they're like, you know what, I think this really is me. So they decide that they change the gender after that. So there are many reasons for it. You gotta ask before you know. So yeah, I would say legal name, this one we already know. I'm curious to know about the perspective, so I'm gonna go with first one over here. See, this is like one type of response. There are like different types of response. If you go on the internet and you ask and you talk to like people in the community, you find that everybody's answers will be slightly different. So in Haru's case, he felt that he was never a guy, and she felt that she was always a girl. Yeah, I'm gonna refer to they just because it's a little bit less confusing for chat. See, so the appearance doesn't completely match. Yep, this is like one type. So the check-in name was Haruto, it's correct. Okay, this one here shouldn't ask that sort of thing to transgender people. Okay, correction, it differs from person to person again. Some people don't mind, alright? Some people mind. If you are like cautious, then yeah, probably don't ask it. Right, but if you are, I don't think there's anything wrong in asking it in the first place. Yeah, just some people might be sensitive about it. Asking for a name someone isn't using now is kind of denying who they are. Okay, it's not denying. It's more like, how do you say this? When you marry a person, right? Realize it's called marrying a person from who they are in the past to what they are in the present and growing together towards in the future. So you gotta embrace all three timelines in order to understand this person completely, yes? So denying who they are now is not the part of actually wanting to know their past name. There's like, I'm going to correct this misconception here. It's a Haru issue. It's a Haru issue whereby she doesn't really want to talk about her past in that sense because she's not comfortable embracing the identity before, right? But not all transgender people think this way. Okay, they would prefer you to use the name that they are using right now. That's true. Right, but in the case of some transgender people, especially if you know them before transitioning, right, not all of them expect you to call them by their new name. Okay, some of them, they're fine with you addressing them by the name that you've always called them in the past. Yes, so there are like different answers. This right here is just one of the answers. It's not speaking for every person who is transgender. Yes. Date naming? What do you mean by date naming? Yeah, but in any case, so this one is Haru's preference. Alright, she's not answering for every trans community member. That's all. Right, so Haru is a unisex name. Yep. So we know her as Haru at the beginning. We'll continue to know her as Haru. But for example, like Manami's case, right? You know as Haruto. Yeah, so maybe it is fine to use Haruto. But it depends on Haruto. So I like to change my legal name to Haru if I can. So definitely this choice might not be available in the country that Haru is in right now. Yeah, I guess since you haven't officially changed your name, you can't use Haru officially. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So like countries that give you the option to do it, this is when you're able to, like, you know, truly tell people like officially I go by this name, right? But the countries that don't, now this is this is where the problem lies, right? This is where the question arises. Should you use a legal name when referring to them, or should you use the name that they prefer to go to? Because, you know, there's no reference that this is your real name. It's just a nickname, and nicknames are not legally recognized. That's the problem. Oh, date naming is when you use the name that they don't use anymore. I see. Okay. That's true. That's true. Okay, I don't know date naming because I go by so many fucking names. Yeah. Yes, but some people don't mind. Some people embrace both names. Okay. Some people deny one name. Some people can't throw away the old name and have to use the old name together with the new name. That's like probably one of the most miserable options ever. Because like if you're not given a choice when you want to, that's when complications arise. And I think this is Haru's situation right now. So the legal gender is also not changed because of that, which kind of sucks. Because in Singapore, although there is a very long process legally to actually get it approved, you can do it. But if you are not allowed to, and that's a different story in total. So yeah, it's definitely unfair and hard for Haru. Yeah, changing it will be tough. See? So you need, okay, so like I did say, some countries they recognize doctor's letter or like a psych evaluation. Some countries require it together with hormone therapy for X amount of time. Some countries require surgery on top of all of that. So it depends from country to country, right? So for Haru's case, it's like all of the above, like the strictest requirement. And also the reason why you say, oh, why don't you just chop it off? Like, that's so simple. It's not that simple, because you do realize that surgeries are usually complicated. A lot of things can go wrong. It's not as if, like, you know, you just fix it one time and you never go back. No. There is a chance that you have to go back over and over again in order to, like, you know, truly change it. But it doesn't even serve that function properly. You know, science has not been manufactured. Like, you know, science hasn't gone to that level of being able to manufacture things that don't exist in the first place. First and foremost, alright? Like, you cannot put like a second-hand uterus or lab clone uterus into a body that does not naturally host it and expect that it works. Firstly, there will be rejection, okay, cell rejection. And even if you can overcome cell rejection, like the entire biology of it is not made. The system is not made to accept that. So we come in terms of gender, right? Gender classified in several ways. Like there's a lot of pronoun genders things right now, but I would like to say scientifically, we have two genders. We recognize it by male and female, alright? We recognize it by the ability to reproduce in like different ways. So plants also have genders, or rather we call it male and female parts, alright? When we talk about genders, we're talking about male and female parts. This right here is the scientific evaluation of how genders are. So when you do transgender, it is not exactly changing the biological structure of it, because science cannot do that, which is what I'm saying. If science could do that, then it will be a lot easier to make sure that females are females and males are males. But right now, I think the problem is that they are stuck somewhere in between. Neither nor. That's the problem, which is why I said create a third category. It will solve a lot of issues. It will solve a lot of issues. But yes, so surgery is not that simple. There can be a lot of complications, and a lot of people who have gone for this, firstly it's very expensive, secondly high risk, and then it's like a long recovery time and stuff like that. And even after you've done it, and then you're like, I go through all this and I'm still not accepted as a truly biologically transitioned person, I don't have the same functions as the gender that I want to be, that becomes depressing. Because science is not advanced. Unfortunately, it's not advanced. So yes, which is why a lot of like, transitioning people, they don't want to do the last step unless it's like, really sure and they have like the resources to get it done. But otherwise, no, it's too difficult. From what I understand, it's very difficult. Science is the problem. We have not explored science to that level of being able to do that yet, which sucks. Because honestly, if it did, then I would have like genetically natural purple hair. That would have solved all the problems about my hair care. They would have solved baldness alongside it, If we can just magically, surgically reassign genders, functional genders. Now that level of science, yes, then we will have less problems. But now we have so many problems. So make a temporary third category for these people is what I say. So Erica is like finding out for the first time gender affirmation surgery. Yeah, but it's not that simple, as I said. Need to be sterilized, see? Yep, so like I explained, Haru also confirmed, in some other countries you can just change it without doing either or. So like, you just need a psych evaluation confirmation from a doctor, and then you just go for hormone therapies, and then that's it. Not all countries, so some are really strict, like I said. There are a lot of other requirements as well. Above 20, not married, no kids, etc, etc. So because like, some they have like, we call it past lives, and then it becomes complicated from there. Like imagine your birth certificate and then you have to change it to mom and mom instead of mom and dad, like huh? Yeah, it'll be same-sex marriage, and then there's like against the law, some countries and like some states, stuff like that. So that's why. Okay, so particularly in Japan, this is what's happening. It's really strict there. Yep, so they say the confusing bit for the children is the one that I explained earlier. So yeah, it is unjust, but it's the system. It is the system, guys. So we can only do Trans Visibility Day. And we can only spread awareness for this. Hopefully that somebody up there of bigger power will make the right decisions. Make a third category, guys. Make a third category. Manifesting that. So some would allow same partnerships, same-sex partnerships, but not all. Because legally you can't change it, you see. And then it becomes the same sex. Or different sex. Like yeah, it's confusing. It's confusing. Legally it's confusing. Sorry for asking so many questions. It's not exactly sorry, like she approaches it with curiosity and respect and not judgment. So, yep, it's just Haru's personal experience and opinions. So yeah, I think it's nice to just thank her for being curious about it. See, so she's actually happy with it. Look at that, what I tell you. It's a compliment if you think that they outwardly represent the appearance of their preferred gender. So yep, that's sharing. talk to one of the attendants earlier? Okay, so the official stance is that you should enter the baths for your legal gender. Yep, see what I say? Yeah, that's what I say. It's like the toilet issues. So the question they're actually asked quite often. So I decided that it was unofficially okay as long as you didn't bother other guests. Okay, but like it is, you know, officially versus unofficially. Like nobody wants to take the risk and the responsibility that comes along with it because you don't know who's gonna stir up trouble. It may not be the person who is transitioned. It may be the other guest that stir up trouble. So like the best solution is literally what Staff-san did. Upgrade the room, open air baths, or reserve rooms if possible. Like that was originally what I thought as well. Which I'm glad they managed to get this because Haru managed to enjoy the onsen experience, private baths. And because it's off-peak, that's why, see? Right, this is like a blessing. Blessing in disguise. So there are other alternatives as well. So the baths would probably be empty around midnight. So that was another alternative that they would have recommended if there were no private rooms available. Nobody would have a problem if you went to women's bath because nobody would be there. See? So nice. What if somebody's there? The baths are big, we just keep away from them. They won't look. Okay, this part here, I don't know about it. They won't look. Okay, Erika is like a supportive friend, but I don't think everybody will agree with this. So yeah, it's not, you know, it's difficult. It's a very, very grey zone that we still haven't solved the problem with. Private baths are best. Reserved baths are best. You were drinking earlier. You were drinking earlier. Really? I thought she was the one who is underage. What? So you want to enter the woman's bath? You're a woman too and you have the right? It's difficult to say. It's difficult to say. Okay, just for curiosity's sake, I'm gonna say go to the baths. But normally, if I were to be someone in this situation, I would not, because we already have a private bath here. So yeah, out of curiosity, because staff say unofficially okay. They say unofficially. So we're doing this after midnight, unofficially, guys. So now you finally get to go with a friend, except the other one is drunk, which is kind of, yeah. If only there were like the three of them, it would have been more fun, no? But this is definitely gonna be a once in a lifetime experience for Haru, because I don't think she will ever do this again. Bath time! So okay, like Sento baths like are very different. Like group baths are very different from private baths. I think it's like a completely different experience. So for Haru, it's gonna be experience of a lifetime. Reserve the whole hot spring. Damn Jojo, you rich. I cannot. It's so expensive, man. Like one room 800 USD. You want to reserve the entire hot spring? No way. Like even when I was in the business hotel APA, right? Right till the closing hour, like last 15 minutes, you still actually do see people in there, you know? Yep, so it's definitely different. See, from the private baths to like the group baths is different. So they got more minerals in here. I think the water system and the cleaning is actually done better for like the group baths. You have to maintain it really regularly. So she's more open-minded. Erika here is more open-minded. Haru is a little bit more conservative and like mindful, because not everybody gets it like Erika. Okay, so they said let's pretend for a moment that you are in. Okay, both of these are valid. So I'll just go with toilets, right? Toilet scenario. There's one for girls and one for boys. Which one do you go into? So Erika is like, oh, it's no brainer. Of course, I'll go to the girls one, of course. But Haru's case is different. Yeah, so a male uniform wearing student goes in, but you don't know if they're male or not. But you're gonna assume that they're male because they're in male uniform here. Yeah, so they're giving like a scenario over here. Speaking from experience, so basically they have bad experience here. Yeah, that's why I say create a third category. People like me don't belong anywhere. Handicap stalls, guys. Handicap stalls. If I went to a men's bathroom like this and was seen, I'll be told I was in the wrong washroom. And the same thing goes with Haru going into a woman's bathroom, in a sense. That's why private bars, reserved bars, they are like, yeah, they need to have unisex gender users. That's how it works. Third category, guys. Like, there is an anime with third category. I think it was Baka to Test. There was a category, agenda for Hideyoshi. Literally, we need that installed everywhere. High school was tough. My school won't allow boys to wear anything but male uniform. That's true. Oh, speaking of uniforms, there's a secondary school near my workplace that's really cool, because normally uniforms dictate that girls must wear skirts and boys will wear pants, right? But this particular secondary school allows girls to opt in for pants as well, like as part of their uniform. I think it's really smart because I see a lot of girls actually doing it and opting in. I've always wanted to do that, but I've never allowed to do that. My god, so salty about that. Do you know how like fucking... I just find that pants are a lot easier to move in, like compared to skirts, right? Yeah, so I don't know, man. I'm like just so jealous, but I'm glad that at the very least now they give girls that option of wearing pants the same as guys, and they have the sizes too as well. That's the best part. That's like the fucking best part. But yeah, that's cool, man. But I didn't act like how they thought a boy should act. That is true. So basically bullying. Yeah, don't do that. I was at an all-girls school, but things got pretty bad sometimes. I mean, to be honest, each their own sufferings, right? Manami never said anything like that. But that's true. That's true. It's a person issue, I feel like. It's a person issue. If you are a Manami, nothing bad happens around you. It's a person issue. Right? It's not a gender issue. It's a person issue. Erika delinquent can see that. Definitely can see that. A bit. A bit. Wearing uniforms wrong, fighting with bullies. But fighting with bullies? Okay. Okay. But at least it's bullies, right? Smoking in toilets. Hey. Hey. That was a teenage phase, okay? It was a rebellious phase, okay? Don't know what usual is. Neither of you are usual, come on. Yes, he called it rebellious phase. Kids can be pretty awful. True? Girls bullying isn't as obvious as cuts and bruises, but it sticks with you. It's emotional tactics of bullying. It's like girls bullying versus boys bullying is a psychological study, and they differ greatly. So boys bullying, like you can actually the intervention is like much quicker, right? Girls bullying, you need hard evidence. Like what hard evidence can you get? It takes longer, you know, and the damage lasts with you. Alright, boys bullying intervention really quick. Girls, on the other hand, my god, it's like legal cases. You really have to come in with all the hardcore evidence of it and, like, you know, really compile it and everything. You need psychologists and school counselors to actually intervene when it comes to girls bullying. It's not as clear cut. Sucks. Wasn't that bad? Neither of them fit in, so that's fine. Manami is pretty much my only friend in high school. We're even in the same class. Yeah, I can kind of tell. She's like surrounded. She's like that one person who is like so outgoing. She just adopts people. You know, she's just surrounded by people who are misfits. And the homeroom teacher blames Erica for being different. It's like, it's your fault for not trying to be nice. That's like the most gaslighting thing I've ever heard. Why the fuck do you have to be nice to people who are bullshit? I don't stand by that, and I don't give a shit who you are. I will take you down by legal means if necessary as well. And if legal doesn't work, I am not against committing murder. I am that kind of person. I don't care, right? I reciprocate hate as much as kindness. If you are nice to me, I'll be nice back. But if you're a bitch, prepare your neck. I will be there soon. You're gonna die. I'm gonna kill you. Okay, not everybody has a similar high school experience. I'll say it's a person issue, okay? It's a person issue because when in high school, I think I was the kind of person who was intimidating enough that nobody cares. Nobody would dare to bother me, yes? There was that aura that I was told of, don't come near me if you don't want to die. I had that, yes. Yes, I had that. That was in high school. So, but I was also, while fear was like on one hand, I was also very much respected because I was like the one person who brings glory and honor to the school. I don't even try, you know. The teachers just sign me up because I can do shit. I was in almost every club back then, winning awards everywhere. I didn't even try. I fucking didn't even try. I was just there. I don't really have friends and I don't care for friends. I was just alone and I just do what I do. I was liked, but I was not really understood. Yeah, I was fine with that. Boys bullying, you deal with gang war, that's true. Girls bullying, you investigate the dark web. Oh shit, yep, that's exactly it. Holy, yeah, you just summarized the entire thing. For the boys, my god, my brother was like always the one who was getting bullied, right? The boys bullying was just very obvious. They were like dumb shit. They would do it like so openly. So I also did it openly. Yeah, so they threw my brother's bag into like the trash bin, right? He was like bullying to the extent. So what I did was I walked up. I kind of like stormed into his class, right? Called out the names of the bullies, and then like, you know, the classmates sold them out basically. I just interrogated all my brother's classmates. I was like, who is this person? Who is this person? Who is this person? Point them out right now. And then yeah, they pointed it out, and I was like, is this your bag? Okay, don't answer me. I'm gonna throw it down. You fetch. That was the 4th floor of the school teaching block, right? I threw the bag down into a ditch, like a muddy ditch, right? I said, fetch. That was me as an older sister. Yeah, that's how I dealt with my brother's bullying. I was like, if you have a problem, look for me. I'm this person from this class. You can find me. Ask anybody, they will know me. Of course, you cannot just like, you know, you cannot just go and like pick on somebody's older sister just because they, you know, she was getting back at you for bullying her younger brother. So obviously they never came after me, but everybody knows that this person is my younger brother. You better not mess with him. That's how I dealt with guy bullying. Yeah, guy bullying, easy to deal with. Show your big PP energy. If it's bigger than them, they will fuck right off. Girls bullying though, holy shit. They will never do it outrightly, and they will always find ways to be so innocent in front of teachers, you know. They will blatantly go in front of teacher, but I didn't do anything wrong, we just didn't include her. I didn't know. You didn't tell me. It was not in the homework, it was not written in the group projects. We gave it to her, she didn't want to do it. That was like girl bullying, you know. Like they will form a team, and then they're like, oh my god, we need one person, could you join? And then like, you know, you're that one person that nobody in class wants to join, and then you finally get a group, and then the group just isolates you. They're like, okay, you do this, I'll do this, she does this, and then you can do whatever. You can do whatever. Sounds good, but it means when peer review comes, they're like, oh my god, teacher, she never did anything. And then yeah, that's girl bullying. man, you investigate the dark web. It's like a whole new level of mindfuckery, man. Girls, they don't ever bully you outrightly. And it's so hard to catch them. You know, it's so fucking hard because, like, on the surface, they never played foul. It's not against the rules. But then, yeah, it takes time, you know, to catch the trails of it. It just fucking sucks. Girl bullying. That's why I don't really have female friends. I have many male friends back then, right? I don't exactly have female friends because females, they're like snakes. A lot of them, they are like snakes. They never speak their minds. The part I hate about girls back then in high school, they never speak their mind. I'm the kind of person who has no filter. If you are fucked up, I'll tell you you're fucked up. If I'm pissed, you better fuck off. I don't hold back at all. If you're stupid, I'll tell you you're stupid. Which is basically how I am. Girls though, holy shit. A whole new different game. I never fit in with girls because I don't know how to. How do I say? I'm not fake. I'm not fake. Fuck fake. Yeah, see, so I'm pretty much like Erica but powerful. Erica but powerful, okay? My word is law. So they are both misfits, but I think they have like a very, like they bonded, you know? Japanese have a saying that if you're naked, you bond well. Something like that. It works out though, it works out. Onsen, very good experience, 10 out of 10. So now the best friends of Manami are now also best friends with each other. Kind of, maybe. Manami is Manami is like the protagonist, you see? The protagonist, like the sunshine protagonist type. So Erika is like, wait, I'm sure of this now. You like Manami. As a friend, yes. Wait, as a friend or romantically? Question mark? He sounds like a really nice guy. Ah. Dated a girl before. Oh, so it's romantically. Yeah, I don't know. Manami. So this is really like confusing. So Haru identifies as a girl. Manami is a girl. So if... Okay, I'm really confused in this part. Is it GL? Is this our first GL experience, guys? Might be GL. Might be GL. I'm usually a BL person because I'm a Fujoshi. I am a rotten piece of crap. But today I am playing GL. Let's go. Erika is probably bi or something. I don't know. Demisexual, bisexual, I don't really know. I don't really care. Bi? She's like, bi? What is this? I don't know this. Pansexual maybe also. Yeah, so don't care, don't know and don't care. This is like the best. You like who you like and you confess with no fear. Go for it. Shoot your shot. Do your best. Go out on a date. Yay! If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Don't cry over it. Get some sleep. Yeah, want to check out another bath? They got nice. Oh, Cyprus. Oh, okay. So it's like in the same open bath area. That's nice. Wait, what is this? Game audio choppy again, but it might be better by the time you read this. Okay, so I don't think it's the game issue. It might be the internet issue actually. So as long as you can hear my voice transmitting through smoothly, I think that's good enough. So yeah, I think they definitely bonded friendship. Are they gonna start dating though? GL actions. Are we gonna get GL actions today? Hello? Hot spring are the best, nice and quiet. Nice! Yay! Awesome, and then Manami just sleeps through everything. Good. They're good. Erika's an interesting person. Of course. She's like a misfit. Misfits are usually fun. Oh, Staff-san! Miss Suzuki. Yes! She found that! We just go honestly. butts are usually empty at this hour. Stuff is so understanding. This is so nice. Oh, she never officially said okay, but they did say unofficially it's okay, so I guess it's okay. And my sound is okay now. Thank you! Yay, they got tea. Herb tea? What is that? Tastes good? Okay, it doesn't matter if it tastes good. As long as it tastes good and it's healthy, we happy. Yeah, and then I hope Manami just sleeps all the way till morning because she's drunk as fuck. Somebody get her hangover medicine, man. I'm gonna regret drinking when she's 20 and she's like, oh, never again will I drink. Famous last words. Next morning! Checkout time. Eh? Oh, Haru is like the one who overslept, huh? Time for breakfast? It's time for checkout. Okay, I don't know what checkout time is normally in Japan. I feel like Japan checks out really early, like 10 AM. Normally, you're given until noon to check out, right? But for majority of our checkout time, it was like 10 AM for most hotels. I don't know why. I feel like that is like the standard for Japan. Japan only. Like other places I've been to, 12. Japan, 10 AM. It's like really weird. Manami is dealing with that. Manami is nice. Yo, she called out. She called it out. This is what I'm saying. Do you have like the world's lowest sense of self-worth or something? I told you it was a person issue. It's not a gender issue. Cause trouble again. Are you kidding me? I feel like Erika might be, you know, those Yankee types, the gyaru kinds. Yeah, maybe she's a gyaru. It feels like it, yeah? Look at the fashion sense as well. She's your best friend, right? Have more faith in her, dipshit. Yeah, she's right. It's the same for Manami. She really just speaks her mind. It feels like Gyaru. Yeah, let's go! So Manami literally has like two very interesting best friends. One Otoko no Ko and the other one is a Gyaru. Message from boyfriend. Oh, she's busy. She's like the extrovert. Very, very extrovert. Oh, the boyfriend wants to meet the best friends. Jeez. Nice. Wants to meet the two best friends. Nice. That's green flag. You want to meet your partner's best friends? Yeah. Yay. I'm gonna take Haru on a tour around town. That's nice. Oh my god, are they finally gonna have a GL date? Eh? What do you mean? Since Haru didn't get to go in the woman's bath, they did last night, sneakily, just the two of them. What do you mean? Oh, am I sensing this? Erika's making the first move? Is she gonna make the first move? Oh! Erika's like, go, shoot, don't third wheel us, go be happy with your boyfriend. Oh my god! It's a birthday weekend. I'm sure he's got something planned for you, which is true. Haru, don't you, boo? Yeah, she'll be fine. They sneakily shared a secret bath last night. What do you mean? Of course they'll be fine. Say hi to your boyfriend for us. Bye-bye, Manami. I will be rooting for this GL date. Come on. No date. No date. That sucks. What do you mean by no date? Just figure out you won't want to meet up with Manami's boyfriend. Okay, consider it, yes, but dang it, I was rooting for GL in this one. Fuck. Also, hello, Evil Sonic the Ultimate Saiyan. Your name is so long. I'm gonna call you Sonic. Your name is so long. Hello, welcome. This is a very belated Trans Visibility Day stream. Yes, the game is free on Steam. It's called One Night Hot Springs. Yeah, Haru is definitely a pushover. Low self-esteem, called it. getting called out. Erika's, you are hopeless. Okay, is it a date? Is it really a date? Ooh, staff-san is here again. Nice. 昨日はお世話になりました. Thank you very much for yesterday. Nice. If planning to visit town, suggest the hot spring in this fight. Wait, there's another hot spring in hot spring. Okay, of course. It's a hot spring town. Why wouldn't they have more than one hot spring? What do you mean? They have flyers, lovely private baths that can be reserved by... Okay, yo, this is great. This is great. Let's call you Sonic. Nice. Alright, we'll do that, Sonic. Thank you for dropping by. It's not day for me, it's night. I don't know how long this game is. I'm rooting for GL. I want to see a GL ending here. Come on. I don't care if it's transgendered or not. It's GL. I'm usually a BL person, but today we want to see at least GL before we end the stream. Wait, Staff-san has an older sister? Is that potential new love target? What do you mean? She finds it hard to go in a woman's bath when there are many people about. Okay, there are some people who just do not find it comfortable to enter a bath naked in front of strangers. I have friends like that. Yeah, and you're not allowed to actually wear bathing suits in these onsen baths. So, yep, there is that as well. It's not even a gender thing, it's a person thing, like I said. Is your sister also No, it's not. Yes. Oh, really? Oh, what a coincidence. Staff-san's sister is also a member of the community. Welcome to the club. Forgive my intrusion. What? Coincidence. What a coincidence. Wanna check out the reserve bars? That's a date. That's definitely a date, guys. Ikuyo! Is this gonna be a happy ending? Will they exchange numbers? Oh wait, this is ending. Oh wait, it's the end! Wait, this is what, second ending? Erika end 2. The world can be kind too. Eh? Oh wait, there are multiple endings to this? What? Wait, there are supposed to be multiple endings to this. Oh, okay, chat. I'm not gonna do the other endings. I don't know what kind of endings you guys will get, but my ending is the Erika end. Dang, I was rooting for Gia over here. Oh my god, I couldn't even see the first date. That sucks. But yeah, the world can be kind too. See, it's a person thing. It's a person thing. Jeez. Okay, that was a very nice and short and sweet game. So yes, happy Trans Visibility Day, although it's a little bit late. I got Erika end 2. The world can be kind too. Oh my god, there are like other endings. Okay, you guys should definitely go try and find this game on Steam. It's free. It just updated with a mini patch lately because of Trans Visibility Day. So it's called One Night, Hot Springs. And try and see the endings that I did not get. Wait, there are like, oh my god. Wait. There are like so many endings. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 endings, guys. Only one bad ending. Everything else is like good ending in a sense. Only one bad ending. I got Erika end 2. Yeah, I don't know about the rest of you guys, but holy shit. Okay, if you want to know what the other endings are, go and check the game out. Play it for yourself. But this is my run. I'm done. I just want to say happy Trans Visibility Day, and to all the people who like, you know, just remember, treat them as a person, approach with curiosity but respect. The world can be a better place as well. That's all from me tonight. Thank you for joining. I'll see you guys again soon enough if my situation allows for it. But yes, thank you for joining. Good night and happy time zones, guys.